Hi everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. So this evening we had a friend visit for dinner and he's going to stay the night with us, and I decided I'd take out the camera and film what I was cooking for him. I have this on the channel previously, but I think I do it a little bit better today because I've done it so many times since I made my first video. So I'm making prawn, bacon and mushroom linguine, and I will just take you through how I made it. So here I am frying up the bacon lardons, I think you call them, when you buy the bacon and it's already all chopped up for you. So I'm going to cook that first. And then I add in some chopped up mushrooms, cook those. Next I'm going to chop up some onions with my new veggie masher, which I'm having great fun chopping with. So I'll show you how I do it now here. There's my onion, I slice it, and then I can pop it into this little machine here. And now I'm going to cook through my onions. And isn't that such a quick and easy way to chop your veggies? I spotted other YouTubers with that little contraption and I decided to get one for myself. And as quite often happens, I have many Hail Marys on in the background and I am praying the rosary along with them. It's Kristen today and she has a lovely guest on with her, so I'm just listening to that in the background as I cook. And it's such a peaceful way of spending a little bit of time praying and listening to a lovely testimony and cooking. And while I am cooking dinner, I decide to get a start on cooking breakfast. So we're going to have a full Irish in the morning, so I said I'm going to cook ahead so we can have a little bit of a lie-in and then enjoy breakfast with our visitor in the morning, and everyone will be set up for the day. So today's the 14th, tomorrow's the 15th of August, and it's the feast of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary, the 15th of August. It's a big feast day in the Catholic Church, and we generally go to Mass at a local holy well, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And so we'll need a big breakfast in us to get us through the day until we can have dinner in the evening. So happy feast day to all you Catholics out there, and it's a wonderful feast day in the Catholic Church, the 15th of August. So here I'm doing the black and white pudding. I have the rashers done. And I know this is typical of an Irish or an English breakfast to have the black and white pudding, but I know it's not so popular worldwide. So I don't know what it's like in the States. Do you have the black and white pudding? We've had friends from Vienna visit recently and they had never come across black or white pudding and they were very brave and tried it and they actually enjoyed it. So if you're watching, Sophie, thank you for visiting and thank you for being brave and trying all my food. We cooked an Irish stew, an Irish lamb stew for them the evening they arrived as well, and they all ate it too. So either they were being very polite or they enjoyed my food. One or the other, or both. So thank you, Sophie, for coming to visit. And now I'm going to cook up our pork sausages. That's the next thing to get through in this cooking bonanza. And after the sausages, I move on to a few tomatoes. And then I'm going to fry up some leftover potatoes as well. And hopefully this will all go down a treat in the morning. I will fry the eggs fresh in the morning. The rest of all this will keep perfectly fresh in the fridge. I'll put it in an airtight container And when I've breakfast all finished up, I can get back to finishing up dinner. And there's the potatoes. So it's a great way to use up leftover potatoes. And there's the potatoes done. There's the potatoes done. I can get all this breakfast stuff put away. I'm just going to leave the pan soaking. And this pan is absolutely fantastic in that you just leave it soaking. You can even leave the heat on low for a few minutes and everything just slides off then when you're washing it in the sink. And there's the proof. There it is, sparkling clean again, ready to finish dinner. So I'm going to melt some butter on the pan, get my linguine cooking, and then I'm going to heat up my prawns that I have defrosted. Heat them up, make sure they're heated well through, and then I'm going to add back in what I cooked earlier, the bacon lardons, the mushrooms and the onions. And next I'm adding in cream, and then I'm going to add in my 2 different cheeses. So there's grated mozzarella and there's grated Parmesan cheese. And this just makes an absolutely delicious, creamy, cheesy sauce to add in over your linguine. And it just thickens up so nicely with the cheese. I have to say this is one of my favourite meals. Any sort of seafood linguine. So I have done before on the channel, I've done a prawn and mussel seafood linguine and mixed seafood linguine. So I'm just adding in some of the pasta water here as well into the sauce. I must have been thinking it was getting a little bit too thick. So that's a handy trick. Any pasta sauce that you're making, you can add in some of the pasta water to stop it getting too thick. And here I am having the all-important taste test. And it was absolutely perfect. So I had this ready just in time to serve up when our visitor arrived. And it's one of those dishes that you can prepare a portion of it earlier in the day and then just do the final bit of cooking just before you want to eat. And that was it. Next I'm going to show you it served up. Thank you all for joining me in my kitchen. Dinner went down a treat. We had some garlic bread alongside it. And breakfast is ready for the morning. And I'm going to leave you just with a little funny clip from Rachel, my 11-year-old. She wanted me to play this for you. So bye everyone. God bless.
This is Teddy. Teddy says hi. Teddy says clap your hands. Oops, Teddy died.